Yo, what is up guys? It is Samool back again with another Epic 7 video for you guys today. And today we're going to be talking all about Emilia and talking about her best builds, stat guidelines, and where she's good in. Now, if you guys didn't know, Emilia's banner is running from the ReZero collab that is going on right now alongside Rem. Emilia has about a week and a half left and Rem has a few days left. If you guys are wondering if they're worth pulling for, which they definitely are, you guys want to see more in-depth reasons why they are worth pulling for, then I definitely recommend checking out my last two should pull videos that talk about Emilia and Rem very in-depth. Now before we get started with this video though guys, if you guys aren't already subscribed to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button to get updates when I have videos and guides like this release. And also check out my Instagram because we do plan to do another giveaway once we hit about 20k subscribers, which should be about in a couple months or so. And it's just free rewards. All you have to really do is follow the directions on the posts. It only takes about like 5 seconds to do anyway, so make sure you guys follow me and you'll get updates when I do have that giveaway going on. That being said, let's get started with the video. Now let's first talk about Emilia's skills because, yeah, if I talk about why she's good, you guys might not understand without looking at her skills, and some of you guys might not know what she does yet because you haven't pulled for her. But yeah, her S3 is an AoE Dispel, 2 debuff Dispel, and will also recover HP and grant a barrier that will scale with your own HP. So you're going to want to build her, pretty high on the HP end so you can get more value out of her heal and barrier. Next, we have her S2. It is a single target buff that will actually dispel 2 debuffs from one ally and also increase attack of that ally for 2 turns before increasing CR of that ally by 50% and increasing CR of yourself as well. So very nice because you can actually CR push your team, attack buff your team, cleanse your team, and also CR push yourself. Very good at turn cycling, as you can see from Emilia. She's very good at cycling her own team and herself. But keep in mind that this does not heal. That is her one weakness. You're going to notice is that her healing is not that consistent. The only huge heal you'll get is from her S3. So you're going to notice that she does lack some healing. And you can actually spend some souls to actually have her S2 heal, but it doesn't heal that much. And you're better off using your souls on DPS units anyways in most situations because it is more valuable. Next, we have our S1, just a single target attack that will heal the ally with the lowest HP. That will scale with your own HP as well. This doesn't heal that much, guys, so it's not really a good healing source or a primary healing source for Emilia, even though you can spam this every single turn. So yeah, you're going to see she has a lot of cleansing from her S2 and S3, right? She has pretty meh healing. She has an AoE cleanse, which is really nice with the barrier, right? She also has her attack buff and turn cycling on her S2, which is the biggest reason why she's so strong. 50% CR push is crazy. It basically makes your DPS take another turn almost instantly. And also keep in mind you're CR pushing yourself as well, so you can actually cycle this really quick. Keep in mind this is a 2-turn cooldown, right? Her S3 is 4 turns, so what you can actually do is you start the game off with your S2, then you S3 the next turn, and then your S2 is up again, you push your DPS again. All the while you're constantly cleansing your damage dealing units so they don't get, blinded or attacked down or anything else annoying. Very strong. She makes your DPS or damage dealing units do a lot of damage because perma attack buff, and they take so many turns so quickly. So yeah, Emilia, as you can see, very good. In PvE, she's an okay general purpose soul weaver because she does have a lot of cleansing, but keep in mind she does lack some healing with her skills, so you might want to pair her with another healing unit, maybe even like Angelica or Angelic Montmorency for early game players, sorry. Tamarin, not that great because Tamarin already has an attack buff. Maybe even Rowana if you guys want to use her as well. Yeah, but in PvE, not that great. She's a general purpose unit for cleansing and attack buffing in PvE, I'd say. But nothing too special. She's only really good in like Ancient Inheritance in my opinion. Now for PvP, this is where she really shines. So on defense teams, you won't really see her too much because her AI is not that great, because her S2 is pretty wonky in how it works. But in Arena offense, Guild Wars offense, she's pretty strong, especially in Guild Wars offense. You can actually, one-shot units really quickly with her S2 CR pushing. In World Arena though, that is where she is the strongest. She's a very highly contested pick. Although there are some answers to her in the game, she's pretty safe because of how much utility she has. She basically, just supercharges one damage to a unit to take a lot of turns. And the fact that there's so many but opening units that have a lot of debuffs makes her S3 very valuable because you can just cleanse your team right away if needed, or if you don't need that cleanse right away, you can just boost your DPS and then cleanse the next turn, which makes her a very flexible soul weaver pick and very good in offensive teams because of the fact that she CR pushes very well. So yeah, that being said, how do you want to build her? PvE, honestly, you can run her on just like a speed set, have her fast and tanky, and that's it. But for PvP, you're going to want to change your build up a little bit. So looking at my Emilia, I'm not saying she's the best by any means. You're going to notice first and foremost that she is decently fast for a Soul Eater. Yes, you want her pretty fast because she cycles very quickly. You want her to get her S2 off as much as possible. Her S3 mostly only going to get off once or twice per game, but her S2, the more times you get it off, obviously like the chances of you winning just get higher and higher because her S2 is such a powerful ability. So you do want her very fast. All the while you want to keep her pretty tanky so she doesn't get one shot, mainly focusing on HP so that she can actually heal more from her S3 and put up more of a barrier. And also you might want to consider some effect resist. I recommend at the very least 100% effect resist, or if you want her to be more of an answer to the meta like Payras and like Conquer Laiuses, then you do want to get her to like about 200% so she can cleanse. But honestly, I don't really find the need for 200% effect resist. I used to run her on 200%, but I find that having her tank here with 100% is just better. If you're wondering why I'm saying 100% even though I'm at 87%, her artifact will actually give her 15%, which actually puts her at 102, which is more than enough that I need so that she doesn't get CC lock from FCCs and stuff like that. So yeah, very, very strong. For sets, speed set, definitely required. The secondary set, you can either run effect resist, HP, defense, or immunity. It's really up to you. I have effect resist because I do have some leftover pieces from effect resist set, and it works out really well because, it just, makes her hit that stat breakpoint that I was looking for. So yeah, looking at my gear real quick, her weapon is very bad, I'm just noticing. But yeah, I don't have her on the bestest of gear, but you definitely want to put her on some premier gear because she's very, very strong. But honestly, I haven't been playing World Arena too much in the recent times, so I don't have her on the best gear. I've been focusing more on just PvE in the recent times because just trying to get better gear for more units. Yeah, this is her gear, guys. For artifact, so you're gonna notice that she does really lack healing. So I do think her best artifact is her own right now. She also gets effect resist bonus, which allows you to put more substats into speed. And also, you're going to notice that when an ally's HP is 50% or less after being attacked, you'll actually heal that ally. This can only happen once per her turn. But you're going to notice that she cycles really quickly with her fast speed and her S2 giving her CR as well, right? So it's very, very easy to get this to activate a lot. And you're going to notice the heal actually will also increase proportional to the ally's max HP. So against, like, if you're running her with tanks or bruisers, which she's also very good with, they'll heal a lot from her artifact. Other options if you don't have this will be like Magaraha's Tome is okay. You can also run like Rod so your S2 heals. But I think this artifact is the best. Second best will probably be like Magaraha's Tome in my opinion because you get more CR pushing from her S2 and cycle quickly. Yeah, people didn't think this artifact was good on her at first, but after a while they realized, she's a really strong unit, she just really lacks healing, so they decided to run this artifact on her. Very, very powerful on her, she's a very, very strong unit with it. PvE though, definitely you're going to want to run Magaraha's Tomb. This is only really for PvP, but it's very, very good for PvP. So that being said, let's talk about her imprints. Is she worth pulling dupes for? So personally, she is a very strong unit, so you might want to consider it, but I don't really think that she is worth pulling dupes for because there's a lot of events that happened recently, so you guys are probably out of bookmarks anyway, so you don't want to really waste your in real life money on this. But imprints are nice because both the release and the concentration are nice. Attack buff on your team is really nice because as you're boosting your team, they're getting even more value from the S2 attack buff, and she is usually used on more offensive teams. Effect resist is also really nice because you can just stack more speed or HP on her and not worry too much about having to build more effect resist. But personally, I don't think it's required on her like other units. She's not that important to imprint. You can always just bottle her in the future and get your imprints that way. And yeah, awakenings, as always, you want to awaken her all the way. On her last awakening stone, I do believe she gets HP. Yeah, so you definitely want to awaken her all the way. I mean, it's just the same with every single unit that you're going to use in PvP. Make sure you just awaken, it's just free stats. And for Molagora, guys, definitely want the cooldown reduction on your S3. Definitely want the cooldown reduction on your S2. You don't have to go to +5, 6, or 7. It's really up to you if you want that extra 7% CR. 43% CR to 50% CR is not too much of a difference, but if you do plan to use her a lot, it's a very nice investment. And her S1, honestly, you don't need any Mola in this because it's a pretty crappy skill, but I put it to +5 for the extra healing because I do use her a lot in World Arena when I do play it. So yeah, Emilia, guys, very powerful unit. Make sure you guys pull for her. She's super strong in PvP. As an early game player, you probably won't use her, but keep in mind, if you don't pull her now, you'll have to wait another year for her to come out again, and by that time, you will definitely be ready for World Arena, and you guys might be regretting not having this strong PvP Soul Eater in your arsenal. So make sure you guys pull for her if you can. She's super strong. Rem is also very good as well. You guys definitely want to check her out. If you guys already pulled for Rem and you guys are wondering how to build her, make sure you guys check out my last video talking about Rem as well. We do the same thing, talking about Rem in depth. Both very powerful units. ReZero collab has some really good units. Honestly, all the collab units are very, very good. I do think they plan to run Tensura again in the future in the fall, and you definitely want to pick up those units as well, and we'll be releasing videos when that comes around, doing the same exact thing, talking about Rimuru, Milim, and whatever unit they decide to release. Now for ReZero, I don't know if Smilegate plans to release another unit for this cycle. Usually with collabs, if they do rerun it, there's a chance they release a new unit from that collab or from that anime, and I don't know if they'll do it this time. There's no news on it. Maybe there was, but I just didn't catch on it. But yeah, hopefully they do. And yeah, as always guys, I hope this video helps you guys out, and if you want to leave a like and comment, it'll really help me out a lot, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.